Jeremy Kyle is believed to have moved out of his £3 million Windsor home as removal vans were spotted at the property this week. The controversial talk show host, 58, lived at the sprawling property with his wife Vicky Burton and son Oliver, 3. However, it seems that the family have decided to up sticks and moving on from the luxury home as removal vans were spotted outside their property on Friday. The former ITV star had lived in the property since the breakdown of his marriage with his ex-wife Carla Germain in 2015. Since then, Jeremy made it a home with his new family, but it appears they have now called time on their Windsor mansion. The big move comes after Jeremy and his ex-wife Carla put their 6-bedroom Windsor marital home up for sale last month for £2,295,000. The lavish property has most certainly gone up in price in recent years, after the pair bought it in 2001 for £595,000. The Talk TV star and Carla married in 2002 after they purchased the property, but announced their split in 2015. The presenter moved out of the family home and their divorce was finalized a year later in 2016. The TV star shares 3 children: Alice, 19, and Ava, 19, and son Henry, 11, with Carla, while he is also father to Harriet, 33, from his first marriage to Kirsty Rowley. Jeremy went missing from our TV screens for 3 years, but earlier this year, he came back with the biggest interview of his life. He now has his own show on Talk TV, but a lot has changed since his former series was cancelled amid controversy and tragedy. After ruling the ITV daytime schedule for 14 years, The Jeremy Kyle Show was taken off air before being permanently cancelled in May 2019 following the tragic death of guest Steve Diamond. The 63-year-old had taken a lie detector in a bid to prove he hadn't been cheating to his on-off fiancée, which he denied but was revealed to have failed the test, which are not 100% accurate. After the show recording ended, distraught Steve told one of the show's researchers, "I wish I was dead," before being sent home in a taxi 2 hours later. Just days later, Steve was tragically found dead in his rented room in Portsmouth, with an autopsy later showing he had died of a morphine overdose and left ventricular hypertrophy. Filming and broadcasting of The Jeremy Kyle Show was suspended with immediate effect while a serious review was conducted, and former staff members and guests gave shocking insights into what it was really like behind the scenes. Host Jeremy was said to be distraught after learning Steve had been found dead just days after filming on his show. At the time, Jeremy said, "Myself and the production team I have worked with for the last 14 years are all utterly devastated by the recent events. Our thoughts and sympathies are with Steve's family and friends at this incredibly sad time." In September 2021, Jeremy finally broke his silence and claimed he felt scapegoated and unfairly blamed for the tragedy. Jeremy said he knew his critics would say he got a taste of his own medicine by seeing his show cancelled, but that it pushed him over the edge after a string of other things went wrong. The presenter told The Sun, "I don't want to sound woe is me, and as I've said, the whole thing was a terrible tragedy, devastating for Steve Diamond's friends and family, of course, and for the many people who worked on the show. But it did hit me hard. And it's been awful to feel so scapegoated, and without being able to have my say about the accusations that often seem to be leveled only at me. I've felt hunted and made out to be responsible for everything that ever took place around that show. But I was just the face of it. The presenter said he had been battling anxiety and depression and at one stage couldn't bring himself to leave the house or even open the curtains. Jeremy revealed that some of his celebrity pals had abandoned him after his show was axed, with some he had been close to for years simply disappearing. However, he did single out some brilliant showbiz friends who remained by his side, including Dec Donnelly, Eamonn Holmes, Ruth Langsford, and Rob Rinder. Jeremy also praised Piers Morgan for reaching out straight away and Kate Garraway for taking the time to get in touch. After the fallout, Jeremy returned to screens as part of new channel Talk TV, appearing as a panelist alongside the likes of Sharon Osbourne and covering for Piers Morgan. After impressing bosses, he managed to scoop his own nightly chat show. If you're struggling and need to talk, the Samaritans operate a free phone line open every hour of the day on 116 123. Alternatively, you can email joe@samaritans.org or visit the website to find your local branch. Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.